Welcome to the For the Love podcast. It's your host, King Kaius, but this time, right, my brother Karii's in the background, you feel me? He sat down, but no, he's still here. You might hear his voice in the background. He's going to be chiming in on some topics, right? But I got one of my other brother here, right? Our first guest, our first host on our first episode, right? He can introduce himself. My brother.
Hey, listen, man. My name Brennan. It's good to be back, man. I remember being on the first episode, and it's such an honor to be back. So honored, to see that the podcast is doing well. So, we back and we up. So
already, man, we growing. This episode 6, man. So episode 6, man. A lot of shit been going on in the world.
Yeah,
a lot of shit. Last time we was here, matter of fact, if I'm correct. The last time we was this might be just a callback episode. It might be perfect that you're the person to be here, at least for us, right? Because we get to revisit. Because the last time that we was here, I could have swore that we were reviewing Culture 3.
We definitely were.
Big Migos fan.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Huge Migos fan.
We definitely were reviewing Culture 3. Like we definitely were talking about, you know what I mean, our opinions on the albums, our opinions on you know what I mean, the group, you know what I mean, at that time. And y'all can flashback to the episode. Mm-hmm. And now, we fast forward just a few months later, not that much later, and we struck with this tragedy, a major loss to hip hop, a major loss to the culture. Yeah. You know what I mean? A major loss to just our family in general when you talk about just, you know what I mean, and all of the nuances that come inside and outside of that, you know what I mean? So we speak to that and we say rest in peace. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace to Takeoff, rest in peace to, only Takeoff, but, you know what I mean, just our condolences to his friends, his family, condolences to, you know what I mean, the rest of his brothers, Quavo, Offset, you know what I mean, our condolences to everybody else that loved him, you know what I mean, and just us being a part of the culture, it's just affected, we're constantly affected. So it's just ironic that you also happen to be here, again. Yeah. And you're the greater fan than I of the group. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of him as a man. I'm a fan of him as a part of the culture. You know what I mean? I wasn't the biggest fan of the group. Yeah. But this is now not the time to talk about how much I like the group and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? I recognize the fact that they are the culture. They are the reason why half these niggas from Baltimore, where I'm from, moved to Atlanta. They're the reason why half these niggas from East Coast moved to Atlanta. They're the reason why half these niggas got spice. Half these niggas, you know what I mean? They did it. You know what I mean? Even during the times where I thought where I may be the biggest fan or wasn't the biggest fan of their music, it still influenced me. You feel me? They still got bangers in every part of my life for over the last decade. And I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna give you some time to just say your piece, your thoughts.
I'm gonna just say that the hip hop community definitely took a huge loss. I agree with your point of Migos having a huge impact on hip hop, as a culture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They definitely are the reason why a lot of, not even just niggas moving to Atlanta, but just a lot of niggas, I would say, have a flow. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's a fact.
Flow, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas, you said they used to mumble and half the nigga. Come on, right, man.
And then how many niggas after that came in with that same flow and got hot the same way? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's a cultural stamp.
They got sons. Definitely got a lot of children out here.
And it's crazy because, I think about the impact that they had as a whole, and even down to Takeoff, how much of an impact he had the single album and everything. He's only 28. There was so much more. There was so much more. He was young. You know what I'm saying? So it's corny because you think about what could have been. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he didn't do a lot already, but I'm saying you only get better.
Or just let him rest. Yeah. Not even what could have been. If that man and his group moved on, Takeoff. You know what I mean? Sure. If Takeoff, he had the chance to move on, man, just let that man just chill. Yeah. He didn't get he didn't even get a chance to reflect on the last decade. We 2 years into this decade. Mm-hmm. We just got over COVID. The man haven't even had a chance to just reflect on his life and all of the great things that he has done. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot to process.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a human, much as just as much as we're human. So I'm assuming
2 years been blowing by fast. Like,
I'm assuming the last 2 years probably just been just as hard on him as it's been on the rest of us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Much less a lot of the people he know dying because he's in the industry, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of the rappers and the people that we admire and who have passed away, he knows or have known or is a part of or somebody he knows, so forth and so on. I'm like, this probably affected him a lot. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Just the level of empathy that, you know what I mean, I think we all have in this culture right now, at least for him. Like, at least for everything they're going through, like, it's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm tired of, we're all tired of it, but so it's not, you know what I mean? Like, what is Kaius' opinion going to do? But, like, I mean, not necessarily what Kaius' opinion going to do, but, you know, and just the headlines is crazy. Like, I don't want to keep waking up to these headlines. It's sad.
For sure, it's like, it's just crazy because over the last, like, couple of years is really when it started stacking up. It's crazy because more of them are from shootings than they are from natural causes. Like, you barely hear rappers dying from natural causes at all. Like, most of them be homicides.
Bro, I'm working this hard, so I don't even have to be around this mindset. Like, I'm not working hard so I can still stay in the same place. That's what a lot of people got to realize. Like, yes, I want to be in this. Oh, yes, I'm in this area. I'm in this place. This is what we do. Yeah. But I don't want no weapons around me. If I'm like, there's just certain things like I don't know.
How long did it take you to get there, though? Like, that's not just something. That's a journey, and it's hard to be empathic for other people and realize that it takes them a long time to get to the point of, if I'm based on self-defense or survival, and now I got money, I'm out of that zone. That is not some shit you just shift to. That is a long, lifelong process that niggas have to learn in 3 years because you have $10 million now. That you need to learn this in 8 months. I just got enough money that my life is now a threat to other people. But in reality, that's not some shit you learn in 3 months. That's a lifelong lesson if you were brought up on survival. You're trying to now learn how to, like, move and to not be in the wrong places, to not be in the wrong places at the wrong times, to not be in stupid places. You don't know what it's like to have money. You don't know what it's like to have $10 million. You don't know what it's like to have someone's life saved.
Yeah, they're learning.
How do you learn in an environment where your learning could be your death if you don't learn it fast enough? That's what I'm saying. Like we have some people on the internet now who they're not blaming. I don't want to say blaming Quavo, but you look at the situation and you say, this is an environment where you're playing a dice game. Mm-hmm. Point blank period. You're playing a dice game. We're not playing nothing else. You're playing a dice game.
Like, it's not a regular environment.
Yeah, it's just why are you here?
Yeah.
You're a millionaire. And you can say, this is my culture. This is what we do. This is how we make money. This is how we have fun. This is how we do that. And you say it went wrong because of not my culture. It went wrong because these niggas are corny or whatever.
I'm not laughing because nothing is funny. I'm just like, we don't even know if they can hear you. But hopefully they can. If y'all can't hear him, Karii is talking. So
if you can, then they'll rehash it in their response.
Yeah.
Just pretty much how do you bridge that gap of an idea of, this is my culture, and my culture may be violent, but do I adhere to this culture, or do I say, I just can't do this shit no more? Y'all niggas got it. I got it.
You bridge the gap by understanding that this is one part of the culture. And this is the part of the culture that is being highlighted. But this is not the culture. And that's the difference. I'm asking, you asked the question. I'm answering the question. You say, how do you bridge the gap between this is part of my culture and I'm done with it, or this is part of my culture and I support it because this is my culture. So I'm saying that this is the part of our culture that is being highlighted, and the part of our culture that is showing violence and our people dying is only one part of the culture. And it is the worst part of the culture, absolutely, and we all condemn it. I think I can speak for all of my people, all black people, all my brothers, all people of hip-hop culture, and when we say that we condemn the violence and the death of our people in our culture. Absolutely. But that is one part. That is the smallest part. That is one of the smaller parts, right? We're not talking about all of the weddings that go on where Beyonce's Life on Top is playing, We're not talking about all of the places, all of the kids that are influenced to go to college because they heard J. Cole's Friday Night Lights. We're not talking about all of the influence that Jay-Z can have on just somebody's credit score because of the little words that he said on 444. No, the culture impacts a lot further. We're not talking about that every time that we leave this fucking country, there's a new version of pop or hip hop somewhere else, K-pop, H-pop, N-pop, whatever the fuck it is. We're not talking about that. Right? What we're talking about is the violence. What we're talking about is the killing. Right? And that's what's being highlighted. But that is the smallest part of the culture that spreads love. Right? We're not talking about R&B, which is half of hip hop. We're not talking about a lot of shit. We're not talking about the fact that Babyface has dropped the album. No, y'all want to talk about everybody that Drake dissed. No, y'all are tripping. If you're not talking about the right shit, then you or who you are a part of the culture, you're fucked up. You're fucking up the culture. But I, who am part of the culture, I am talking about the right shit. Babyface has dropped an album. I'm not talking about everybody that Drake dissed. There's other shit to be talked about. There's other shit that to be highlighted. And if you're only highlighting the violence, if you're only highlighting the part of our culture where we're killing each other, then you are the problem. But it's more shit. Spread love. It's not even, it's no more than that. Our culture is of love. It's so many, yes. What are we talking about? The dances? You want to talk about the dances? How every fucking game and culture is, what? What is an emote? What is an emote without hip hop culture? Answer my fucking question. What is an emote without hip hop culture? In any of the fucking games you niggas play over the last 5 years, what is an emote without hip hop culture? But y'all want to only highlight the violence. This is not the biggest thing that we do in our culture. This is a subculture of our culture. And there's a subculture of our culture that's highlighted by the niggas, and I won't say everything, I won't get too hyped, but it's highlighted by the niggas that have the power to highlight the shit. And that's all that can be said about that topic. But with that being said, I refuse, and I stand on this, I refuse for anybody to highlight and associate my culture with a culture of violence. My culture is a culture of love. My culture is a culture of partying. My culture is a culture of fun. My culture is a culture of acceptance. You niggas are tripping. You niggas are tripping, and I refuse. That is the bridge. That is the gap. The gap is what we talk about. The gap is what we spread. The gap is who you decide to listen to. The gap is what you decide to ordain, what you decide to adhere to, what you decide to what the fucking, it's another A word, but what you decide to accept, what you decide to see yourself as a part of. If you can go ahead, you want to listen to somebody that talks about the killing and the violence and that, then go ahead. If you see yourself as a part of that, absolutely. But understand the consequences and actions as a part of that. But at the end of the day, that is the subculture of the culture. You can go listen to some fucking Larry June and be chill.
For sure.
Go listen to fucking Isaiah Rashad. Go listen to some fucking somebody. Go listen to somebody else. Go listen to some fucking Vince Staples. Go listen to somebody who's talking about the shit that same niggas that other niggas is talking about, but nuanced in the perspective in which they're struggling with the shit. You know what I mean? It's other shit to go digest. You don't gotta just digest the fact that niggas are dying. That's only one part. What about all the parties that get started? What about all the clothes? What about all the fashion? What about the conversations? The conversations that don't even exist without my fucking culture, without this fucking culture, without hip hop culture. No, I'm gonna stand on that 100%. That's how you bridge it. That is my answer to that question. It's a long-winded answer, but that is my answer. You bridge the gap between the violence in our culture and things that we don't love with the things that we do love and all the things that we understand. And we understand that sometimes it's 80-20, but you can highlight the 20. Nigga, we've all seen, what's the fucking movie? What's the Tyler Perry movie where that shit was invented? 80-20. When they all went away to the fucking cabin and they found out they were cheating with Marcus.
Why you get married?
Yeah, why I get married, right? You can highlight the ass on the bitch. You can highlight the titties on the bitch. You can highlight the fact that the bitch wear a fur coat. But we understand that hip-hop is more than just the bitch in the fur coat. Hip-hop is just more than just the ass and the titties on the bitch. Hip-hop is the bitch that cooked for you. It is your soul. It feeds some of us. It feeds some of us. Hip-hop is Jill Scott. That's hip-hop. That's hip-hop to us. It's the nourishment. It's the cuddles. It's the warmth for some of us. It's more than just the ass and the titties. Hip-hop is the I hate you, Marcus, but in the end of the day, I'm going to cook this nigga a plate, and I don't know if this poison or not, but it's my bitch, so I'm going to eat it regardless. I'm going to have to call my homie and say, yo, this is my bitch. That's hip-hop. That's hip-hop. That's what it is. It's the warmth. It's the love. You niggas who got my culture twisted, and you niggas who misrepresent my culture, I do not fuck with you. That's what I stand for. But my culture is a culture of love. It's the 80-20 rule. My culture is 80%. I will stand on that. Maybe 60-40. Maybe 60-40. But I stand on the fact to be 60% positive, and you niggas don't got no swag, style, substance, seasoning without us, nigga. And that's a fact. That's a fucking fact. That's on the dead homies. I don't know. I kind of took that topic over, but.
This video. I always chop it up.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, King
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Family of Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Quando Rondo cousin. Rest in peace. No, rest in peace, because these are the people in our culture. Rest in peace, Mo 3. It's too many names. Rest in peace, XXX Tentacion. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Rest in peace, so many fucking niggas that we have lost. This shit still affects me. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. And I mean, I wasn't partying when I had the chance to say this, but this is the culture. The rest in peace to all of the niggas that, we are affected by it. Nobody's light shines brighter than anybody else's light. Nobody's heavy. Rest in peace to Kobe. Rest in peace to all the niggas that, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Rest in peace. Like, it's too many niggas. The culture just expands beyond just hip hop and what you hear in the rap music. You feel me? Because half the niggas that you hear rap is not rappers without Kobe. You know, like it's nuanced. It's nuanced in the development. It's culture. It's culture. Some of you niggas just aren't privy on that culture.
You can hear it, but you ain't listening. You're not gonna hear the same shit I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Like,
hey man, take a drink on that, Joe. You just spitting all facts.
so let's move on from all the serious stuff.
Alright, let's lighten it up, man. Amen. Say, man, rest in peace, Takeoff, man. Hey, we're gonna lighten the part up. You feel me? Alright, listen. Alright, what's the difference between head, sloppy toppy, but the Gawk 3000?
Listen,
what's the levels? Like, if the bitch had to put her super soaker gun on 3-round burst, automatic, or single fire, do this bitch got a switch? Some bitches give head, right?
Listen.
Some bitches got the sloppy toppy, and some bitches got the Gawk 3000 Mick Twist, Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
The Gawk 3000, you doing something right. You doing something right. I'll put that at the top. You getting that?
That's what I'm saying. That's easy, yeah.
Sloppy toppy come right after that.
You know what I mean?
The head is just like, you know what I'm saying.
Alright, this is personal, but not kind of personal, because you don't gotta get none of your business. What is the qualifications for each level is what I'm asking you.
How you mean, like
how you know when the bitch is give you head versus the sloppy toppy?
Story the next day. What makes you say, that bitch gave me sloppy toppy, nigga.
That's it.
Oh, in the car.
I had the Gawk Mick Twisty throat. Oh my god. This bitch throat was like a slip and slide at the water park. Her throat got tricks, nigga. I thought I was fucking a giraffe the way this bitch. I thought I was fucking a giraffe the way this bitch. The ball with my shit. This bitch, you sure this bitch she's not the Asian hot dog eating contest with it, bitch? You sure? I could have sworn I saw my shit disappear.
Yo.
This it was there and then it wasn't. This bitch David Blaine. This bitch is David Blaine. This is oh my gosh.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, all right. No, you got it. You kick it off. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. You kick it off. What's the difference between head and sloppy toppy? How you know when the bitch give you sloppy toppy? How you know when the bitch give you head? Let's start with the basics. Level 1, level 2.
All right, so a joint might just give you head just to get you started, just so y'all can fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, the basic.
That head is just that in that category. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all fucking and she just feel like she gotta do it, so she just do it for a couple minutes and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the head. Right?
And she be like, you ready?
Right. Bruh. Sloppy toppy, like she going ham on that joint, right? It's good. She
Do you use the hands when you do the sloppy toppy? Do the pepper grinder shit come in at the sloppy toppy? That's the gawk.
No, like probably like the single hand.
The single grip.
Top. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
All right.
Like single hand.
She got a long sword. she know how to work a long sword.
Yeah,
she not work the whole staff.
Right.
It's just a long sword.
Yo,
I feel it.
Blade.
Yeah, just a blade katana.
So, like, yeah, that's
I like
the
ninja
sloppy.
bitches. Yeah.
The gawks, like shit. That's full on force right there. That's the fucking.
I think maybe 4 levels. I think I'm missing a level.
How would you think?
I think it's 3.
No, I think it's 4.
Like, no, because
I think it's one above
the throats.
I think it's one above the gawks though.
I think it's like this.
Which is like I think, and I'm updating this shit right now, but because it need a name. But I'm gonna call it the kamikaze throat.
The kamikaze throat.
It's super
I'm
powerful.
not married yet.
All right, I don't know if you need it. All right, let me give you my rankings. Head is when like you can get head from any bitch that got gag reflex. If you got gag reflex, you can only give head. That's it. You can't. You feel me? The sloppy toppy is actually when it gets sloppy. Like that's when the bitch like new to this shit, but she not true to this shit. Like if she spit on your shit, sloppy toppy. Like you mean like you mean get to it. You feel me? You feel me? Might use a one hand like you said, long sword, not the staff. You feel me?
Right.
Then the gawk 3000 when she get in the, you feel me? You know she look like an ignorant bitch. You know like the little ghetto bitch like. When her neck start doing one of them bitches like, you ain't my daddy, nigga. Like one of them bitches. Like, yeah. When her neck can start doing those kind of motions while she on the shit, like, that's the gawk. And then you hear the noises. The level of noise is mad. The level of noises increases. But, because the new bitches start saying throat goat. And goat throat. And goat to throat. And I'm like, in order to reach that level, there's a few things that, see, that's the 4th level. That got to be the master level. So, when they hanging the head up the bed, I don't know if you had that one. The upside down head.
Yes. I think you're slightly right, but I think you're off one.
I'm off captain?
Actually, 5 levels now.
Oh!
Hold on.
What's about?
So,
It's throat go 5.
No, you gotta rank the whole John though.
So
Is throat go 5?
It's about, so listen, this is how we're going to categorize it. It's 5 levels, not throat go 5.
5 levels of head.
The lowest level,
Head.
which is pale. I'm going to call it pale. Which is when you get mad when a bitch give you head. You ever get head and you just like, oh
No.
my.
No.
You're not. So you never had bad head.
I've had bad head, but it's always I'm always gonna be happy I got head.
You never had head when somebody told you on the TV like, you need to stop. You get to stop this.
I think I'll suffer through it.
No.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Got to see it. Got to see the nut
You
through
never
it.
just put 4 fingers on a bitch forehead and just say, you can stop.
Yeah.
You can just, nope. And then it's head. And then it's just, this satisfies me for the night. This satisfies me for the night.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then it's sloppy toppy. And that's the shit. What is the best way to categorize sloppy toppy? Sloppy toppy is...
You got 5. I got 4.
No. Sloppy toppy is the middle when it's just like...
What's she doing?
It's worth a story.
What's she doing though?
What she is doing is...
Because to me, sloppy toppy is when they first start like spitting on your shit. Like basic shit.
Fuck spitting. This is when her tongue is on my shit. I hate when a bitch try to put her whole mouth and her tongue is nowhere to be found. I'm like, bitch, where's your tongue at? All right.
When she starts showing skill. Sloppy toppy is when she starts showing skill. All right. When she when she bring out her level 1 moves.
And the 4th level, which should be the final level, but it's not.
No, that's the 3rd level.
Yeah, no, it's 4th level.
Oh, no, you got pale head, sloppy toppy. All
so
right.
in the 4th level, which would be the top level, is the gawk shit. That's the shit where shorty sucking you off, and you know how to control the body portions of your body. And you're just like, oh, hoo, ha. That is gawk. When no matter what you're doing, up, down, sitting down, laying down, you are in a constant fight trying to find a position that works for you. And the fifth.
We don't even know if they can hear you, but that's the greatest part.
Yo, for real.
It could be silence for the last 3 minutes.
That'd be a bad joke.
All right.
But it
And
won't
the
matter.
final is I don't even know the word for this. If you ever had head so good where you genuinely wanted to punch a bitch in the top of her head, I don't know about that.
You got to punch your bitch.
If you ain't ever had to restrain yourself from being violent or some head, then you're like,
If this bitch,
weak before.
you know,
I ain't never been this weak for a bitch before.
Listen, I feel you. I feel you. Listen, son. I was like, son, you know how, like, when you, like, all right, listen, hold on. Every nigga about to feel what I'm saying. You know how when you bust the first nut, right? But you finish all the way. You niggas know what I'm talking about. When you empty the full clip. So your man, it gotta take some full recharge time. It's gonna take full maximum recharge. You know it's not minimum recharge. I'm gonna need full maximum recharge. So you gotta go. He gotta go all the way down. He can go all the way back up again. It's not what you know what I'm talking about. Nigga, I'd have had a bitch finish me from the first one. I didn't need a full recharge. She recharged me. She recharged me. I finished again. I was like, all right. I thought she was done because your throat gotta be sore, but it wasn't sore. It was to make me feel insecure. It started to make me feel insecure. Like, why your throat not hurt? Like, why you keep doing this? Something's off in the equation and the calibers of what's going on. So, and then I got there again, and then she kept going. I said, my shit didn't leave your mouth a single time. You know, either you needed protein, or
she was not playing.
Either you needed protein, or I ain't shit, or you are great, or this is what throat goating is, or something. Cause I'm like, whatever the fuck that was, I didn't know how to feel after that. I was just on the bed like, can you give me a rag, please? Can you get me a rag, please? Cause I cannot get my own rag. My legs was where my legs was.
I don't know about y'all. When I was younger, I genuinely thought head was like half a myth. Like, it took me like,
how do you mean?
Like, niggas had head when they was like 15, 16, but it took like till I was like 19.
How much time we had?
We're 28. So I'm like, and at 19 when I had my first head, I was like, oh, bitches can really do this shit. And before that, I was just like, oh, this is nice, it's cool. Mm-hmm. But it took me a while to be like, oh, this is what niggas be talking about, that crazy shit. And like, niggas laughing at me. I'm like, I ain't get my first crazy hit till like 19. So it took me like 4 years to really understand the appeal of it. I was just like, this shit nice, this shit crazy.
See, I started saying bitches' names. You know me. I was a managed little nigga. I started saying bitches' names. I would start saying real bitches' names from the second grade on up, nigga. I've been getting my dick sex since the second grade. This is what the fuck? I would say real life names, nigga. I've been, cause nigga, it's like when you been getting your dick sex since you was young, you realize that the shit you thought was amazing wasn't amazing. Bitches was just, we were all kids. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I know. This is trauma warning alert. Trauma alert, warning alert, trauma. Matter of fact, how about this? This is where we're going to end this episode.
Y'all not going to see everything anyway.
Subscribe.
Like, comment, share.
Yeah, the rest of the episode is going to be on our Patreon. We don't got a Patreon, but yeah, you might see. Yeah, we're going to dig into that topic another day. Yeah, fuck what we talking about. With that being said, this is the end of For the Love, episode 6, with your host, King Kaius, my brother,
Karii in the back.
Karii in the background, and my other brother.
Listen, we got Brennan over here.
Hey, you heard? Stay safe, man. Rest in peace, and remember that my culture is a culture of love, not of violence.